And you haven't seen it yet, Liam?
I have not. I won't. It comes out on streaming in like 2 weeks, doesn't it?
Probably, right? That's how these things seem to go nowadays.
Yeah,
What did you think?
probably just
What did
gonna
you
wait
think,
for it.
Jay? What did you think, Jay? Because I had some thoughts about Mario. He's eating a what is it again, folks? It's a honey oat bar.
Honey and oats bar, yeah.
There you go. It's a little ASMR action for you.
Mmm. It was cute. It was fine.
I thought it was fun. Did I necessarily think it was good? No, but it was fun.
Yeah, it's a kids movie. I don't know.
Chris Pratt disaster class.
Oh, I disagree.
I thought he was horrendous. Oh goodness!
I thought
gracious.
Anya Taylor-Joy was the real weak link.
I think she was just kind of going through the motions.
She was asleep. She was sleepwalking.
I respect a queen getting her bag, but she was just kind of
a princess. You mean?
Well,
She's Princess
Anya
Peach?
Taylor. Yes, yeah. She played a princess, but she is a queen. What'd you
How
say?
was
Liam?
Jack Black?
Fantastic. No notes. Unbelievably good. Yes,
Better
he
than his
show.
Mandalorian appearance.
I haven't seen. I refuse to.
You
I'm not.
don't need to see that.
Also, why is Princess Peach just a princess? There's no one above her.
Good question.
Maybe because she's not married. Do you have to have a king to be a queen?
Might have to. I'm not sure what the monarchy
Seems a
rules
little
there.
misogynistic, if you ask
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, really.
The Mushroom Kingdom is ass backwards over there.
Seth Rogen just did the Seth Rogen voice the entire time.
He didn't. Did you notice all the Kongs were Jews?
I didn't. No. Is Fred Armisen Jewish?
No, but he was definitely doing like a Jewish grandpa thing.
Ah, well.
Who was Seth Rogen?
Donkey Kong.
The second thing
Who
he
put
did in the
Toad?
movie, Liam, was
Keegan-Michael Key.
he did do that. Yeah, Keegan-Michael.
That was pretty good, Fitz.
It wasn't bad as a Seth Rogen laugh. Yeah. Keegan-Michael Key was good as Toad, I thought. Charlie Day as Luigi, very good.
I went nuts for the
that's a
DK
loaded cast.
rap.
Yeah, the DK. Donkey
Kong. That was crazy.
That was very good. The movie can be summed up in 3 words, though. Not enough Yoshi.
That's right, Fitz.
Yeah.
That's right.
I missed the end credit scene. We didn't stay for it.
Oh, Fitz, that's a spoiler.
Oh, it's a spoiler that this movie that's going to make $1 gazillion is going to have a sequel, and they're going to introduce a beloved character. That's a spoiler.
I was hoping that it is a spoiler, yeah. In case but I was hoping they would tease Wario and Waluigi.
Who'd you cast as Wario and Waluigi?
I think they should actually be Italians.
Actual, just random Italians.
Yeah, like James Gandolfini is dead, but he would have been a perfect Wario.
Well, we have AI.
That's right. Yeah, you're right.
Did he sign the rights to
Maybe like Pacino.
future
They
technology?
get Pacino in the stew as
Pacino.
Wario.
Because Peach has got a great ass.
Yeah. Or and then I think like Steve Buscemi would be a good Waluigi.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah, it's like because it's a little higher pitched, He's got kind of
Yeah.
that weaselly, but actually, you know what? Those are my two.
Pesci. I know Pesci doesn't fit like he doesn't
Nah,
look like him, but
nah, he's out.
well, that's
out
higher
of it,
pitch, Well, yeah, did he retire full on from acting
I
after?
think. But Pacino and Buscemi, those are my picks.
Liam, I said that Bill Hader would be a good Yoshi. I thought that would make me laugh.
Do you think they'll have him talk? I don't want him.
Why,
to
like,
talk.
yeah,
That's
what would he
weird.
say?
Donkey Kong didn't talk really.
What if he's like-
just got?
Hey, I'm Yoshi. He's got like a fucked up, like, or is he gonna sound?
A smoker's voice?
He's dead too, but Ray Liotta is Yoshi. Hey, I'm Yoshi. I like to lay eggs. Didn't matter.
I don't want Yoshi
You
to
guys
talk.
heard about Chantix?
Yeah, I'm Yoshi here for Chantix. I used to smoke cigarettes, but now I take Chantix. But they're gonna make Yoshi talk, you know that. Had I stayed for the end credit scene where they did the tease for Yoshi, I definitely would have 100% soy faced.
Oh,
So
you
he's
left?
not in the movie at all.
Well, so Liam, to be clear, there are Yoshis. In one scene,
It's
they're
just not
roaming
the
in a
5
field,
seconds
Yoshi.
long.
but it's not
Okay.
our friend. It's
Capital
not our
Y
friend,
Yoshi. And it's
Not
not
the one we want.
Masataka Yoshida either. It's It's multiple wild Yoshi.
That's
And
right. This is a Red Sox show.
That's right. It is. It is called Pod on Lansdowne. I am Scott Atchison, a.k.a. Fitz. I'm joined by R.I.P. Adam, a.k.a. Jake, and R.I.P. Adam Duvall, a.k.a. Liam. Tough to get that, 100% straight.
Important
a little
distinction.
Confusing. Both paying their respects for Adam Duvall, our fallen friend, who we will be talking about. And we can just jump into that right away. But again, this is Pod on Lansdowne. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoy your stay. It is a Boston Red Sox show. The Boston Red Sox are a baseball team who have been very helter-skelter so far this year. Let's just get right into the sports talk. This is a sports show, and we're going to be talking about the sports here. The sports hot takes, all right?
Felga.
So strap in for a little masculine sports talk here for the next... We got you here through drive time. No.
Wait, actually, Fitz, that reminded me, and I just read this right before we came on. Did you see Felger is like pissed off about David Pastrnak scoring 60 goals?
The headline's
Oh my
amazing.
God. What does it say?
Wait, what was the headline, Liam?
There was because like the article that went with it, it was like it was basically along the lines of, yeah, this doesn't move me. It's basically the gist of the article.
Hey, what's up with this? What's up with this Ruth guy hitting 713?
The fourth guy to score 60 goals in I think 25 years.
Yeah.
It
Doesn't move me.
Awful.
Teach
Awful.
their own.
It's awful. I'm concerned too, Mike. I'm concerned about him.
Hated it.
Awful. Liam in a car. What do you got? No. No, we don't have to spend any more fucking time on that guy.
But we're better than that.
It's true.
Say that again.
We're better than that.
Yeah, we are better than it. Are we?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
Oh, was it Felger or Shaughnessy that I'm thinking of? Because Shaughnessy wrote a piece about it. Maybe that's
No,
what I'm
today
thinking of.
Shaughnessy did use a Jewish slur in a tweet, though.
Yes, when referring to
Of course.
a certain Red Sox. Well, now playing shorts.
That's right. Getting my Boston media.
Shout out to Frazier Ramon.
Names mixed up.
Took the Myers Leonard apology tweet where he's wearing the sunglasses and put Shaughnessy's head over with the pair of sunglasses photoshopped on him. Yeah. No, fuck Felger, fuck Shaughnessy. So, not exactly breaking any
Sure, I
ground by
guess.
saying that. So,
No legacy media over here. Not here on Lansdowne.
no,
We're new media.
We're new money here,
Right.
all right? I'll have you know. No.
Draymond, come on the pod.
Dre just gushed about LeBron. Red Sox owner LeBron James, I'll have you know. Let's just dive into the heartache here. Adam Duvall,
Yeah. Lord,
late-
carry him now.
Lord
He's
Carey
dead.
now, yep.
He's dead, folks.
It was fun
Surprised they
while
don't
it
put the jersey in the
That'd be
dugout
so
yet.
fun.
lasts. Yeah, right, like the Eloy Jimenez type
Yeah.
beat.
Yes.
Liam, inform the audience, how many times has Jake sent the phrase or some variation of the phrase "it's over" into the group chat since even Friday? Just call it Friday, or even it's Sunday since the injury, because it was late Sunday. It was the ninth inning on Sunday when Duvall rolled over his wrist that he got surgically repaired a little while back, and injured that, fractured it, and now he's going to be out for some time. But I think he sent "it's over," no exaggeration, since Sunday, 7 times in reference.
I actually have a count.
He's got
I
the
just
numbers.
searched.
He's got the
Oh, yeah?
numbers right here.
Do you want,
So-
take a guess, Liam, before Jake counts.
Yeah.
Take a guess.
I'll say 6. I'm gonna take
6?
the under.
I kind of prices righted you inadvertently there, going 1 over. So yeah, 6.5 is the line.
It was actually 5. It was,
It was only 5.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It
Since
felt like
Sunday.
25.
No,
It
well,
felt like every other batter.
it's
Yeah.
well, it's
Nice.
it might be over.
Second inning double being coughed up by a pitcher. Guys, it actually might be fucking over this time. And then like they'll walk at the next guy, so it's first and second. Guys, now it's really over, and then they force a double play to get out of the inning. Okay, maybe it's not over.
The boy who cried over.
Yeah, the boy who cried over. That's
That'll be
Jake's doing.
that'll be the episode artwork.
Yes. Over. And then when it's actually over, it's like, oh, well, he was right after all. It took him a little bit to
No,
get
I've
there.
never been wrong. So
It's true. It's just a matter of time until it's actually over, one way or the other. But seriously, Adam Duvall, stinky poo-poo that he's injured.
Adam Duvall, it's actually over.
Well, it's not over. He'll be back at some point.
But it's his surgically repaired wrist. I'm not sure he's gonna be back really.
Here's the thing with the Duvall injury, and obviously that sucks when he's in the middle of this incredibly hot streak, off to one of the hottest starts for any hitter in baseball. He's been fantastic for the Red Sox in the lineup, a much needed jolt of power, some pop in the middle of that lineup that the team, frankly, has needed over the last week and a half. People's reactions when the news came down, when the injury happened, and then the diagnosis that he's going to be out for a bit of time. What is it, how many weeks is it? Are we looking at?
Well, we don't really know.
No timetable. That's right. Corey did say that.
Yeah, that's
you can kind of assume. You can assume it's
probably like 2 months.
I was gonna say a couple months.
Yeah, there was a Twitter doctor that put him at 8 weeks.
Yeah, the Pro Football Doc. A must follow for
really
those.
Who it was?
Yeah, I think I saw one from the Pro Football Doc. He said it's not going to be season ending, but he's going to be shelved for some time. Must follow if you play fantasy football too. Doctor, I think his last name is Chow, I believe. Off the top of my head, I could if you look up fantasy football doctor or something like that, he'll pop up. But anyways, people were reacting like we lost prime Carly Yastrzemski guys, and I understand how important he's been early on in the year, but Adam Duvall is a pretty streaky player. At some point, there's a pretty solid chance that Duvall was going to hit a wall anyways, and I'm not trying to take anything away from him at the start of the year, but as much as it hurts to have him hurt at this point in time, let's all take a step back here, take a deep breath, and that doesn't, much to Jake's disbelief, the season's not over based off
Let
of
people
that.
be emotional.
100%, I agree. It sucks that it's hurt, but again, it's early on. He'll be back into the rotation. He'll be back into the fold. Let's step away from the ledge. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say. Drake's like, no, go closer to the ledge. Actually,
yeah. I think
I look at it this way.
You're being a little dismissive.
Maybe
chills when him and Story come off the DL or the IL on the same day. When we're 15 games back.
I'll be there no matter what. The Killing Mbappe meme.
Fitz, sure, he's streaky and he'll probably come off. I mean, he's obviously not going to maintain his 1,500 OPS. But
of course, yeah, but
he carried the Red Sox for him and Devers for.
And again, a tailor-made sweep for Fenway Park. It hurts to not have that.
4, 5.
We're 5-5.
5-5. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Yeah, and also I think it's more the sum of him being like. What do I mean by this? I think his effect on not having that bat in the lineup is more than just him being out means, if that makes sense. We have no power now, really.
Yeah, on top of that, I was going to say outside of Devers, I'm looking at the lineup that they got running out there tonight. I mean, Kike's not hitting.
Nope.
Verdugo's been fine.
Yeah, Verdugo. Well, he's not power, but he's been our second best hitter. Third. Third.
I mean, if it weren't for Duvall, I mean, that lineup's not looking great tonight. As much
especially
as
right-handed power. That much is fair. Yeah, that much is fair.
When Ref Snyder's batting 4 or 5, folks, it's over.
Justin Turner might be cooked. We're not going to label that yet, but it's.
I need some extra base hits.
He's got that warning track power right now. I'll leave it at that.
I mean, he was doing a good enough job getting on base, but yeah, in terms of driving the
him
ball,
and Yoshi walk a lot, which is why it's not been DEFCON
not
1.
dire,
but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna need some juice pretty soon.
Yeah,
that's why they called up Bobby Dahlbeck, of course, Jake.
Right.
What did you say, Liam?
I was gonna say, in terms of driving guys in, plenty of guys are getting on base, but outside of Devers and Duvall, nobody was really cashing in.
Yeah.
So
Certainly stinky, and I don't want to be dismissive of that. Obviously, it sucks and it hurts to lose that part of the lineup. My whole point is that, like, it's, again, like we mentioned, it's not DEFCON 1. Let's all take a step back here. We didn't lose David Ortiz in the lineup,
Silver linings on the other side of the ball. Things look good, I will say. Pitching's coming around.
Genuinely, yes. Genuinely, I agree.
Like, no joke. Like, not being silly or goofy over here.
Because sometimes we like to get goofy on this program. Yeah, I don't know if you knew that.
Sometimes we engage in shenanigans, but
it's not all business on this here program.
Garrett's back tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Whitlock's back tonight. I don't really understand sending Crawford down for him, but we can get into that in a bit. But rotation's coming together. Bullpen's looked good for the first week and a half. So as long as the pitching keeps them in games.
I'm on the Wink train right now.
He's looked good.
Might be something there. Maybe we won the Benintendi trade after all.
His whole thing is that when the command is on, like, he doesn't need to be pumping 98 past you to be effective. And the command has been nice from Wink. I was kind of hesitant. I was kind of holding my breath early on whenever he comes into a game. Now it's a little less pressure whenever I see him check in. I do like what I've seen so far. To your point about Crawford getting sent down and Ryan Brazier surviving like a Twinkie after a fucking nuclear war. Friend of the program, Sam, they mentioned this might have to do with the fact that they want Crawford still to be stretched out and not just used as a 1 to 2 inning guy in the bullpen. Maybe he's your swing guy going forward. And as people get healthier and healthier, then that's when you see Caleb Bort maybe get swapped out for Crawford while he gets some work down in the minors. And he had some options still remaining, so that could explain why Crawford is no longer with the big club. I'm sure we'll see him later in the year. It also could be explained by the fact that potentially, Ryan Brazier has damaging and very embarrassing information on John Henry, Chaim Bloom, the Green Monster, that he could make public. He could dox them if he is released or sent down to Worcester. And they don't want that getting out there into the public. They don't want Dan Shaughnessy and that legacy media to get a hand of that sensitive information, Liam.
You know what he's got? Have you guys seen the Plymouth Rock commercial where they blur out Naked Wally?
What?
He's got the unedited images. Yes.
Is that real? Is that a real thing?
Yeah. The
documents right here to prove it.
The Bostonians, yeah, I know the Bostonians.
Sister from Lawrence, it's like one of that nature.
It's one of the newer ones where like Wally comes on screen and he's all blurred out because like they did
like
laundry
his cock and balls or what?
Well, it's blurred out.
Yeah, it's blurred out. But
is it implied that he's furry and green down there?
I can't imagine.
As far as I can tell.
You know, like that'd be crazy if it was just flesh, regular.
Well, if you're furry, you have flesh, Fitz. You're not.
I'm talking like human flesh. Like it's a human. It's human gonads. That'd be wild. I'm sure they're monster gonads.
He's pretty furry.
That's gross.
But,
and Jack Edwards is standing right there, so just imagine Jack Edwards being, and there's Wally's dick and balls. Like, he whipped it out.
I have not seen that commercial, or maybe I have seen it and I brainholed it. It was a traumatic memory.
It's been out pretty recently.
Yeah, it's a newer one.
I think it might be new for this season. Speaking of new commercials for this season, can we, as a podcast, collectively put our foot down? We draw a line in the sand. And we are firmly against the "we fixed this toilet" commercial front door.
That's a you problem.
I've heard it too much.
I think we've heard it probably about 75 times already, Liam. And if it is a me problem, Jake, then fine, me problem away.
Well, on a positive note, I'm really loving the Devers Jordan's commercial.
Yeah, that's a delight.
Nice to see him coming out of his shell a little bit.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm going to be positive today. That's what I'm going to do today.
Yeah. There you go. Maybe it's not over. It's not all over.
Maybe it's not.
Again, once there's a leadoff walk against the Rays tonight as we record Tuesday. Never mind, guys. It's over.
If Garrett doesn't go 6 perfect.
Yeah, right. He's cooked. He's cooked product.
Speaking of 6 innings, is Cora ever going to let a guy go past the 5th inning this year?
No.
Because I was last night watching Pivetta cook. I mean, he had a pretty I mean, the pitch count after the fifth inning was nothing to gawk
Games.
at. I think he may have been at like 75 pitches after 5. Like these guys got to get out there.
Box
at some
score,
point, right?
Mr. Pavetter, who again looked very, very, very nice. 3 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts over 5 innings for Pavetta Monday night. Pitches 83. He could have given you a couple,
He could have at least started the inning. At some
Right.
point, you got to stretch him out.
Yeah, and early on in the year, maybe some guys are still, working on getting the gun hot, working on getting their pitch count up. So maybe that has something to do with it. But even then, like, this is a vet.
I mean, I think of Pavetta and Kluber as the guys that were furthest along.
Yeah, they're
they came out
vets.
of
You know what I mean?
training.
You don't need to be. It's not like they're 22 and you're risking, they've never, touched 95 pitches before in a workload in the past. You know what I mean? These are older guys at this point. I will say it again, and I wrote this in the Weekend Review blog for overthemonster.com, shameless plug. It is nice when you could potentially shorten the game with what so far has been, all things considered, a pretty solid bullpen. I know Martin gave up the solo home run, and he hasn't exactly drawn a ton of whiffs so far this year, but he's still been effective. All things considered, I like what I've seen from Kenley Jansen. Schreiber still looks good. The entire bullpen had been great over the past week and change, outside of Ryan Brazier. And we don't.
And what happened last night, Fitz? Do you care to comment on?
Yeah, the bullpen only gave up 1 run.
And who was that?
How about this weather we've been having, huh? It's fantastic, right? Yeah, I will say that was a horrible pitch from my boy.
Meatball, big old
horrible.
meatball.
3-2, right
Yeah.
down the dick. Right, it's
Yeah.
not a good pitch. Brandon Lau is low-key a very good power hitter too. You know what I mean?
He is
on his day.
Yeah.
So. But again, 1 run given up over the course of a game, that should be enough to get you over the finish line, for most games.
If you do that more
in most
often
games, you
than
score
not,
runs.
but
What'd you say, Liam?
also true. I was gonna say, like, it hurt even more because the inning before, where they had all those runners on base and did nothing with it.
Yeah, not
that one. That felt like a shotgun to the
right
face.
to the Devers. I mean, you talk about. Devers basically took a running start to that first pitch with the
swing.
bases loaded.
I love when he does that. It's the funniest shit in the world. It's the most predictable thing ever, too. He does it every at bat with runners on.
Yeah.
It's like, there's a
always
guy
swinging out of
on
his
second
shoes.
base. I would never throw him a first pitch strike. Literally ever.
Because if he connects, it's going to go through the actual roof of the trop. But
He falls over on those first pitch swings. It's so funny.
his eyes get, again, when he smells that blood in the water, you're right. He does get like the horny.
It's like that
cartoon
wolf.
eyes. Horny cartoon wolf. Exactly. Yeah.
The Tex Avery wolf. And his eyes are. Yeah.
He starts floating like he's smelling a pie cooling in a windowsill.
Last night though, not great.
Yeah.
Not great.
But
he does. Maybe
2
tonight
strikes there.
we hope that he has a good night because I've been reading today that he feasts on Shane McClanahan.
Well, that's good.
Sure
He's
does.
10
lefty.
of Devers' 14 balls in play against McClanahan have been hard hit.
Good pitcher.
7
He had
for
that-
17.
He had that big home run off him in the
Yes,
ALDS.
I was there. I was there.
And then Shane, I don't know, broke a bunch of shit in the dugout.
Yeah, he threw
afterwards.
a chair. Came down the
Yeah.
came down the tunnel. Yeah, that feels like a lifetime ago. Truly.
It
Right?
really
I'm a
does.
changed man since then.
A lot's
engaged.
happened. It's been half
Were you
a
engaged then?
lifetime.
I was engaged at that time, Jake. Yes,
All right. Well,
I was very much engaged. We engaged May of 21. And we were like, let's save some money. Let's make this John in 23 because we were like, everyone's just gonna get married in 22 from COVID delayed weddings. So we're like, you know what? Let's lock down a 23 date, and that's rapidly approaching. So, but no, yeah. And someone mentioned on Twitter, and they were saying they're like, that's a awful at-bat, like taking that big swing. And I was like, yeah, but something like that with Rafael Devers, face of the franchise. You live by that sword and you die by that sword.
Yeah, I texted you guys that. I was like, it's like, well,
You let him-
what can you do? I mean, that's your guy.
Yeah.
You
What's
know?
more annoying is that he left the bat on the shoulder with 2 strikes. And
Yeah.
took that, you know what I mean? He got frozen there. That's annoying. But I mean, if he swings out of his ass and he misses there, you live with it. It's like, that was a bad hack there. But
You beat our guy.
Yeah,
That's life.
100 times out of 100, I want him up there in that situation more than anybody else in the lineup. Or unless it's Adam Duvall when he's having that fucking Willie Mays run that he was having. But
Possessed by God.
exactly, yeah, right. So, all right, we'll talk more about the Red Sox and other things, I'm sure. We have a special anniversary talk to get in later into the show, but first, gotta keep the lights on. So, at time. At 25. Get right back into it.
Bobby at first tonight.
Masterclass on the way.
Yeah, that sucks, dude.
He loves lefties.
I don't know what I'm getting out of Tristan right now. I mean, he's adjusting, and you get those flashes of.
Do we want to? I'll use that as a segue. We can kind of get into some Casas talk.
Sure, yeah, we can.
So all right, let me just.
I think my beloved might want to have do a little soliloquy on Bob.
Okay, we can do that.
This is her victory tonight.
Yeah, she deserves it. She deserves her
Yeah.
victory.
Here, let me hold on before you go. Sophie, do you want to come on for Bob? Are you coming? All right.
All right, I gotta get it like
Yeah,
take a bathroom
yeah.
break. So I'm gonna do that in like 2
1
seconds.
Well, I mean, you could stand here. You could.
All right, we are back. Pod on Lansdowne. We're gonna have a special guest on in a couple seconds to talk about Bobby Dahlbeck. If you've listened to the program as of late, I'm sure you know who it is. But before that, do yourselves a favor. If you want some nice quality shit posts on your Twitter timeline, and if you haven't done so already, at Pod on Lansdowne on Twitter is the place to go. Follow that bad boy, and play a little game. Try to figure out who tweeted what. I've gotten much better at that. I know a Liam post when I see one. 100%. I could smell that shit from a mile away. Also a reminder that we are with the Fans First Sports Network at Fans First SN on Twitter. Follow them. We're a proud member of that. And if you have a question for the show and you want to give us a little call, the line is 617-420-2431. Again, 617-420-2431. We don't have a question for the show right now, but we have comments for the show. Our friend Sophie.
You'd say that.
I was just going to say that I actually can pretty easily identify who tweeted from the Pot on Lansdowne account because, it's the ranges of feral. So if it's not feral, it's Fitz. If it's, somewhat concerning but still kind of mentally sane and has some self-preservation instinct, then it's Liam. And if it's absolutely mortifying, it's Jake.
And also, if it's
unhinged.
If it's all lowercase, it's Jake. That's
Yeah.
a
Which
Jake
is crazy.
telltale
Fun
sign.
little Jake fun fact, guys, tidbit. He has auto caps on. He goes back and deletes every capital letter in his tweets so that they will be lowercase because he thinks that's better accepted on Twitter.
I think it's funnier a lot of the time. Like it reads
Yeah,
as
it's
funny.
subtle.
Thank you,
Sometimes.
Liam. Thank you, Liam.
Liam,
No,
don't support
I
that.
understand it.
Thank
I
you.
I don't.
understand it.
Liam, you're an enabler.
It's about efficiency.
Union.
I think
That's
it's
my-
about efficiency. Enough with the
brother.
change into the characters. Get back to the clock. That's what I say. Yeah, Scabby Mopena putting you in your place there. So, all right. Sophie, we brought you on. Talk your shit. You deserve this. You're the Bobby Dahlbeck stan. Bobby Dahlbeck's back with the team. You deserve this moment. Floor is
I
yours.
would say I'm actually a Bobby Dahlbeck truther, not a stan. Stan doesn't seem to capture the
You're not going to kill someone and
significance.
drive off a bridge to protect Bobby Dahlbeck's honor, because that's what a stan would do. Just a truther.
You might.
I would not.
Okay.
Okay,
would not.
so truther.
Maybe for
There-
Liam Hendricks, but not for Bobby Dahlbeck.
Shout out Liam
so,
Hendricks.
Bobby Dahlbeck truther. I don't think that he needs stans. He needs those who protect his his image and his reputation, and that's what I did for the past, year and a half, 2 years. I've been really standing strong, leading the movement, trying to convince those, lesser-minded individuals of the value of Bobby Dahlbeck and
Which is?
everything. I mean, we've got the looks, we've got the culture, we've got the music, we've got the glasses, we've got the height, we've got the build, we've got sometimes baseball. He really brings so much to the plate. And it just really means a lot. I have to say, you know, got a little choked up. It means a lot to see all of my hard work finally paying off, you know, seeing him back starting, seeing him making these big hits in really critical moments.
And he made one. He made one.
It really, I mean, it brings a tear to your eyes.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the plate. He brings batting gloves, he brings cleats, he brings a helmet.
Some cool, really cool glasses. He definitely brings those to the
plate.
plate.
Yeah, Bobby Spec Rex.
Yeah, we might 2020 Vision Bob. It could be a game changer. We don't know.
I think that
he did
it's
say his
actually
eyes
ableist.
suck.
I think it's ableist to say that Bob Dahlbeck is bad at baseball because clearly he did not have the assistive technology that he needed prior to this appearance in the MLB. Previously, he was really struggling with a debilitating disability, did not have perfect vision, and so to say that he's bad at baseball was incredibly ableist.
He's only hit 260 in Worcester this year.
Now
that
he is back, and now that he is really thriving and coming into his full potential, I think it's really, I think it's beautiful. I'm very glad we don't have to put up with Tristan Casas. However, I wish that people would be a little more consistent. Everyone's turning back and saying they love Bobby Dahlbeck, but
we will be dealing with Tristan Casas going forward. Tristan Casas is going to be totally fine. I'm not worried about Tristan Casas. People are worried about him.
You know who's starting over him today? I'm sorry, but it might be over for Tristan Casas.
No, whoa!
Many are saying.
I've actually
heard it everywhere.
No one's saying.
I've heard it. It's all over the message boards. It's everywhere. It's over for Tristan Casas.
Message boards.
Yeah.
The one day every couple of months that Willie Mays would get benched, be
forums.
like, "Oh, looks like it's over for the Say Hey Kid. Looks like he's
and
out."
I've been saying this. Many are saying, including me, it's over for Tristan Casas. Bobby Dahlbeck is a hit. He is the core of the Red Sox organization, especially now that Duvall is hurt. It's Kike, Justin Turner, and Bobby. That's all we've got.
Yeah, murderer's row right there.
Without them, this team would be nothing.
He does have the great music taste. I will 100% agree with that. Bobby
And I think
Dadrock.
that I feel like I may have said this on this podcast before, but I think that we need to remind people of one of the most pivotal pieces of the Bobby Dahlbeck fandom, or like to help people understand why he's so important, is that on the 4th of July, everyone was told to wear their most patriotic garb. Everyone showed up in like American flag suits, whatever, ugly, patriotic, pro-America propaganda. Bob shows up in a Dolly Parton shirt.
That's gas.
We'll leave it.
That's.
at
I
that.
mean, that's.
And we'll leave it at that.
Who doesn't like Dolly?
That's it. That is important. Bobby Dahlbeck
Say,
lore.
Well, thank you for Sophie for coming on.
Actually, you can't say my name. It's name and address.
Name and address withheld.
We already said something about it.
Oh,
Jared Carabas stole my name for his dumb podcast. That's my name, not his.
Got beef?
There you have it.
Yeah.
He also stole my video. He's my enemy. I hate him.
Oh, he stole what enemy? What video?
Oh, that's right. It was the kid running on the
Oh,
field,
the
right?
kid getting yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here I've just our friend of the pod Julian just tweeted a great stat. Red Sox righties minus Adam Duvall. What, ready for this slash, guys?
Oh God.
I don't know. It's gonna hurt, isn't it?
160 batting average.
It's not 159, so
269 on
Nice.
base.
Well, not nice,
229 slugging. Ooh.
God.
Folks, that's not gonna cut it.
Nope.
Yeah. Good gulp. Gosh. Well, again, that's why you bring Bobby Dahlbeck around, right, Jake?
Evidently, I guess, yeah.
Oh man. Maybe it is over. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, no, the righties need to man. Righties need to wake up. Tristan Casas, I mean, it would be nice if he were more consistent too, but again, I think that's just growing pains. I think he's too good of a hitter going forward in general. So, that's my thoughts there.
How's Gunnar Henderson doing this year?
He's doing all right.
Great question. I saw him in Oppo when they were down there in Texas. I don't know if.
Oh, not good.
I mean, he walked a shit ton when
he's
he
not
was
good?
up here.
Well,
Remember that.
he's well. I mean, Yeah, not really. No.
Unfortunately, Oscar Colas clears my AL rookie.
He's
of the year.
he's batting 148 gunner.
Colas getting on base at a 359 clip. He has a homer, 5 runs, 4 ribeyes, 2 steals. Many are saying that was the snipe of the century. Might as well just give him the award now.
Volpe sucks too.
Yeah, he's been cold. But again, he's a guy I think he's gonna be fine. You know?
Well, I'm just talking rookie of the year picks.
Yeah.
Cold starts.
Not for Colas.
No.
For the White Sox as a whole, yes, but
Yeah, they're cooked. I wonder if they sell. They've got some juicy pieces.
yeah, I'm just trying to think. Are any of them on?
That would
Short
be
money.
tragic.
Like, you would
Hendricks?
imagine. Obviously, it's Liam Hendricks getting healthy is obviously the most paramount thing. That's fantastic. That he figures to be seen in the field pretty soon after getting some scary news. I think he'll be back like in May, maybe early June. That's what he seems to be on track for. But is he on short money? I'm not sure.
I think so. Yeah, I think they gave him a. I think he might be a free agent. This doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm talking about the fucking White Sox.
Yeah, okay, we're wrong Sox, buddy. Wrong
Yeah, he's a
Sox.
free. Well, there's a 24 team option actually.
So take a little bit more.
Yeah.
But God, the Red Sox defense has been dog shit too, huh?
TK has.
Yeah, he's in Hades. He's in Hades over at short. That's really
I mean,
bad.
still silver lining. He can get some time in center field with Duvall out.
Do you think they put Casas in as like a defensive replacement tonight if they're winning? Like, I mean, Bob is.
Oh, I
not
would
good
hope
at-
so.
Yeah, I fucking hope.
Show some confidence.
Bob's an athlete, but he's not a first baseman. I'm sorry.
That's correct.
Yeah. Which is exactly why you stick him at shortstop in a pinch. A harder
That's right.
defensive position. As
I was
TK
there.
shown.
I was at one of the games he played short last year.
The short Bob.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I gotta say, we gotta get
it's
my
just
man Yu Chang some at bats for real.
such a mixed bag these first 10 games. Like I have 0 takeaways that are meaningful. It's like
Besides,
okay,
it's over.
Yeah. Besides, I mean, Rafael Devers still very good.
He
Legitimately
does
like
not stink.
legitimately an MVP caliber player. And other than that, it's like I don't really have. I don't know. I don't have anything.
Again, it's still so early. Like again,
No, I know.
And that's
I
why
just
I'm saying, like losing Duvall, like obviously it's tough, but it is still so unbelievably early. We're not even a 16th of the way through the season, technically. You know what I mean? If we're talking a big old pizza pie, we've barely taken like one little slice, and we've seen some highs, we've seen some lows. It's been a very helter-skelter start. And you know,
what is Helter Skelter actually?
up and down. A Helter Skelter originally.
The Mansons were all
is
about
a
that,
swing.
right? Fitz?
Yeah, well, the song "Helter Skelter" by the Beatles. That's what Charles Manson got the Helter Skelter theory from. A Helter Skelter is a swing in England. You know how they call, you know that TikTok where they call the light switches a flippy dilly wonka.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I'm sure you knew that reference right away. Clearly, but no, Helter Skelter is a swing.
Like a swing set?
Yeah, like on a playground.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
I'm not sure why
Helter
I'm not sure
Skelter.
why a swing led him to order the murder of several people, but
It
sure.
was, he wanted a race war.
Yeah, but what does Helter Skelter have to do with it?
It's the theory is named off of the song "Helter Skelter" by the Beatles,
Oh.
which Paul McCartney again that was the song.
I mean, clearly, Paul.
Oh,
clearly,
it's not. Maybe it's not a Helter Skelter or Helter Skelter Lighthouse is an amusement ride resembling a lighthouse with a spiral-shaped slide built around the tower. I always thought it was a swing. My apologies. Typically, fairgoers climb up a flight of stairs inside the tower and slide down the spiral on the outside using a mat. The ride is most prevalent in amusement parks and fairgrounds in the United Kingdom. So that's a Helter Skelter. It's not a swing set. I always thought it was a swing set.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't
Oh,
want to.
fucking! In the song it says I get to the bottom of the slide. I should have fucking known that.
I don't want to pick apart Manson's. I mean, he clearly was an intelligent guy.
No, pick it apart. It was pretty bad. Go ahead and
Clearly
pick it
had
apart.
all his. He was clearly a smart dude. I had all his wires all square and stuff. Is he alive?
No, he died like probably 10 years ago, if I had to guess.
Oh, okay.
Charles.
I have a funny
Was it
thing.
that long ago?
I have a
About
little
Charles
funny
Manson.
thing. Yeah,
Charles Manson
yeah.
died in 2017. Oh wow. Well, 2017 feels like a decade ago, to be fair.
Sure.
I have no idea what I'm talking about today, do I?
One guy. So Charles Manson is in Mindhunter, the Netflix show, and then he's also appears in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the Tarantino movie, and the same guy plays him in both. Isn't that funny? So he's got a look.
How about that? The Helter Skelter scenario is an apocalyptic vision that was embraced by Charles Manson and members of his so-called family. Prosecution presented it as motivating the crimes and an aspect of the cause for conspiracy. He prophesized Helter Skelter, an apocalyptic war that would arise from racial tensions between black and white people. The prophecy involved references the New Testament's Book of Revelation and the Beatles' music, particularly songs from the 1968 White Album, which Helter Skelter is a part of.
Sure. If you want to talk Helter Skelter or race war, please call in. Fitz, could you share the number?
617-420-2431 if you have any thoughts about Helter Skelter, the song, or the race war, one way or the other.
Or just Manson in general. If you want to talk Manson, you want to talk the Manson
Sharon
family, Sharon Tate. Once
Margot
Upon a Time in
Robbie
Hollywood.
from
Good
there.
picture. If you want to talk about that, we could talk about that. Give us a call.
Brad Pitt, you could talk about.
Brad Pitt. You could talk about Leo. You could talk about fucking Kurt Russell pops up in that one.
He most certainly does. Narrates in that one, too.
Yep. Who else we got?
One of my favorite Tarantino bits is that he'll randomly, just for 2 minutes, have random narration and never use narration again for the rest of the movie.
It's great.
Did it with Ugo Stieglitz in Inglourious Bastards. So it's just randomly Samuel L. Jackson talking about him joining the Bastards.
What? Yeah, I don't know.
I got something I want to bring up about the Red Sox.
Oh, okay.
Little fun lore regarding the Red Sox. Our friend who was on a couple weeks ago, our friend Lucy Burge, friend of the program, brought up an interesting piece of Red Sox lore here.
Oh,
And
this is interesting. Yeah.
I want to bring this up because we were just talking last week about Wally lore, Wally the Green Monster lore, talking about his parents. I don't know if you could tell him stalling, trying to find Lucy's tweet. Talking about Walter and Wanda, the Green Monster. Lucy brought up an interesting thing here. Is Wally's birthday on a different date every year?
It would seem it is.
And she screenshot multiple tweets over the years. We're going back. We're looking at 2019. We're looking at 2018. We're looking at 2015 here, folks. 2016. All right? So we got a sample size of a couple years here. Wally had a birthday cake brought onto the field at Fenway on May 23rd of 2015, right? May 23rd. The following year, time to party, happy birthday at Wally 97 on May 15th. So we got May 23rd and May 15th.
Okay.
2018.
Those could be explained away with maybe they weren't on a homestand for one of those.
Fair enough, but that's a nice enough of a point. However,
Yeah.
here's the kicker. Because in 2019, Happy Birthday Wally was on May 19th, so maybe you could also explain that as well. Maybe that was just a weekend. You know, Wally's birthday was on a Tuesday.
Sure.
Couldn't get everyone together for a Tuesday. Here's the big kicker. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear, at Wally97. Happy birthday to you. Now let's celebrate. You know what day that was tweeted in 2018?
Tell me, Fitz.
April 29th. That's way too far from the middle of May. Way too far away.
Fitz, I got another one for you. I mean, his first appearance was April 13th.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, Liam.
Yeah.
So this is
So,
interesting.
it's somewhere between April, sometime during April and May, he was conceived.
I mean, how deep
Or
does
he-
this go,
he was born.
fellas?
So if he was, even call it April 13th, call that his actual birthday, go back in time. When did Walter and
But
Wanda
even
do
then
the
they
deed?
said he
What's
was
9
like-
months since then?
When was he
then they-
conceived? We
When
want
was
to
he
try and figure that out.
Yeah, first of all, let's try to figure out when he was conceived. Second of all, let's find out the conspiracy here of why his birthday keeps jumping around.
Well, so
according to the Red
if you
Sox.
go to Wally's page on the Red Sox website, they don't even address his birthday. He's just alive.
They say he like
at
lived.
this-
They say he like lived in the monster for like decades, right?
Yeah, well, but first he just lived in the Fenway.
Someone replied to Lucy
Is Wally like 200 years old? Is this like a
Yeah,
Yoda
it would.
situation?
Yes, it would appear that
because he was
is over.
fully grown when he made his debut out of the monster.
Well, that was in the 90s,
Yeah.
Fitz. He lived in the monster for like 60 years before that.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's an old man. He ages like
yeah.
Grogu.
Yeah.
John Takef at J Takef replied to Lucy and brought up a tweet from no other than my favorite account in the entire universe at Only in Boston. Well, it's Only in Boss. That's the actual handle. Wally the Green Monster. This was on April 13th of 2020. Middle of the pandemic, mind you. This is what was brought up. Wally the Green Monster debuted as the official mascot of the Red Sox 23 years ago today. He wears number 97, indicating the year of his debut. I didn't know that. Wally's official birthday is May 15th.
Oh.
So
Well,
what
where's
the
he-
hell is up with this
Where's he
continuity?
pulling that from? Where did he...
I don't know where Only in Boston got that, and knowing my beef with that account, how accurate that is, I'm not 100% sure.
Is he going to cite his sources?
Also, another thing, a 2017 job posting for a backup mascot required the person to be no taller than 5'8", so I'm out of the running.
Short kings.
Short Kings.
That's right.
Jake,
I
how
mean,
tall are you?
I'm actually out of that too. I couldn't... I'm taller than that.
What are you, like 5'10"?
Like 5'9".
No. Well, you could lie on that. It's like you lie on your NFL combine, you know?
Right.
No? Bend your knees a little bit when you're getting measured? Just a little bit.
You know what's weird on the here's another thing. If you go on the like I was just talking about the page on the Red Sox website about Wally, there's like ample information about him, but if you go to about Tessie, you have to request the information.
You gotta request the wedding.
So
Do you have to,
what's
like,
that
do you
about?
have to,
Is
like,
it
fill out do you have to email someone or like fill out a form?
I don't know. It's top secret though, I guess.
Tessie lore is classified.
Yeah.
Well, there was only one or two
She
witnesses
was
at the
created in
wedding.
a
They
lab.
they eloped, you see. They ran away to like way up north in Maine, and only like very close family were there, so there weren't many witnesses to see them actually get married. So it's tough to confirm that. So you have to jump through a couple hoops to actually get those public records of their matrimony, Tessie and Wally. Yeah, May 15th being the official birthday, but then they're celebrating
That just
it.
seems so random though. Like it's not
May
like,
4th. Did you wait, Fitz, 2014, it's May 4th.
They tweeted in 2014, May 4th now?
Yeah,
That's a week.
another
That's a week and a half away from
That's another
the
one.
actual birthday.
that's another one.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, what do the Red Sox think we're dumb?
Yeah, we gotta get to the bottom of this, guys.
What the hell's going on here?
we should hit up Sam Kennedy on Twitter. Be like, sir,
We
what's
should.
what's the deal? What's the deal, buddy?
Should our God? Should our thing be? Should we do a birther movement for Wally?
Show me the certificate.
Where's the birth certificate, Wally? We buy billboards all over Boston.
How much do you think one of the billboards near Fenway is?
Probably a lot, but if we
Yeah.
crowdsource enough money,
Didn't
people.
didn't some Dodgers fans buy the billboard above Sal's?
Yeah,
They said
fucking-
like thank you for
Thanks
Mookie.
for
Mookie.
Mookie.
Yeah,
Oh,
fuck off.
with those Philly. Oh, thank you for Mookie, guys. Oh, with the Dodgers. Oh.
Needed for more pressing issues to this fandom and this republic. We need to figure out. We got to get to the bottom of this. What is going on when it comes to Jesus? My laptop keeps falling over, but we got to figure out what's going on here.
Something
This
is
is under
going
attack.
on.
I called the mayor and I asked what's going on.
Liam, go quote the Lucy tweet with that video. Do it right
You
now.
have to figure out what is
Oh
going
well,
on.
I'm on it. I'm also like half doing work, which is
There's a
kinda
problem.
fun.
There's something wrong.
There
I
is
can
something
tweet it,
wrong.
Phoebe.
It's sick. Hey,
think
Taylor
we-
Swift and her boyfriend broke up.
I got a question about Taylor Swift.
Oh. Okay.
Have you ever noticed that her mouth is always open?
Fitz, let's not be misogynists.
It's not.
okay?
I'm not. No, like her mouth is always ajar whenever a picture is taken.
Okay, well, because she
She's
sings a
toy
lot.
facing.
No, it's just no. It's always. It's always like her mouth looks like it's all like she's looking at the like menu
What?
at McDonald's.
Did you hear me say misogyny? You want to get in on it?
I heard you say Taylor Swift broke up with her boyfriend, and then Fitz, let's not be misogynist.
Fitz was being a little misogynist.
I don't think is that misogynist.
No, he simply stated that she takes all her mouth is open in all the pictures she takes. Maybe she doesn't like her smile, Fitz. I know people.
She's
that
soy
do.
facing.
Fair enough. But she soft soy faces every time.
She soy faces in all her pictures.
Fitz hates women.
Cancelled. First I'm a scab, and now I hate women. It's true.
Happy birthday, Jason Veritek.
Oh,
Happy
I
birthday,
saw that.
Jason Verter.
Happy
His
birthday.
actual birthday.
Whoa! Can of worms here. I don't know.
Yeah. How could we be so certain? If they can't even get the birthday for the mascot right, how could they get the captain's birthday right? But now Tech's awesome.
I wish we would get a captain. I think it looks so cool when baseball jerseys have C's on them.
I just don't
Except
like
for
how
Sal Perez.
yeah. I like
Does Judges have a C on it?
I don't think it does.
No.
Tech C was a little different. Like it was different than like the jersey looking C. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
didn't match like the
Yeah.
C you would
It
find
was
on
cool.
the back of the road jerseys.
It was cool.
I think it looked a little awkward.
All right, yeah, fuck me, I guess.
What if it was like the old English looking C? What if they had that on there? That would fit right in.
It wouldn't match anything. What do you mean?
It would match. What do you mean it wouldn't match anything? It would match the font on the front of the fucking jersey.
That's not Old English.
Whatever it's called, right? Yeah, it's
Well,
not like
the Tigers is like Old English.
Okay, fair enough.
looking.
Fine. What do you name the font in front on
fucking let's see if it has a name, shall we?
the yeah, that font. That's what I meant.
What font is used for Boston
Not like
Red Sox?
ye old Captain.
The Red Sox logo type font name is Bo Sox.
There you
That
go.
seems-
Must be like a patented font. You know what I mean? So yeah, use the Bo Sox font for the C. Matches right on there.
Okay, well I'll tell people.
You should. You're the Johns guy.
I actually look at this shirt Soph got me.
Great for the podcast.
I'll post a picture of it. It is. I'll describe it too. It's a 2003 ALCS shirt, which I know we lost, and it
I
was
was
very
gonna say.
tragic. But it has the Statue of Liberty playing baseball on it.
Ooh. Oh, wear that Friday.
Oh, that is pretty
No.
sweet.
No, I don't want to.
The 2003 ALCS actually, it's a point of pride now because that introduced Aaron Boone to the managerial position. That's the only reason why he has the job.
That's
It's
true.
true. I think in hindsight, it was a good thing for the Red Sox.
Motivated the 04 team. The Yankees didn't win the World Series,
That's
and
right.
they're not gonna win the World
And
Series.
I don't know if the 03 Red Sox would have won the World Series either. Quite frankly, the 03 Marlins were feeling themselves.
Yeah, and again, the Yankees are most certainly not going to win the World Series if Booney's still managing the team. I hope he manages the team forever. Like when he throws his yearly hissy fit at a press conference. It's very fun.
How about
Whenever
the
he
picture
whenever
of,
he slams the table at press conferences.
how about the
what did he
picture
say
of
last
Trump and Dana
It's
White
right
and
in
Mike
front of us.
Tyson?
It's right there.
It's Trump, Dana White, Mike
Right
Tyson,
there.
and
Yeah, the recent picture in Boone's on the
somebody
TV.
else, and and Boone's on the TV next to them.
Hey, Trump's a Yankee
Five of
guy.
the greatest
He's
Americans.
He's got to catch his post game coverage.
Well, he's a big Yankee. Him and George were dear
Boys.
friends. The Yankees
Although
are the
he threw out
Yankees.
the first pitch for the
and
for the Red
George
Sox.
is a winner. And George is a winner.
Yeah, George is a winner. Yeah, that clip there before Game
Yeah.
7 in 03.
Yeah.
Or was it 04?
No, it's 04.
Okay. Yeah, George is a winner.
And George is a winner.
I-
Also,
the-
Spike Lee was there, and he said,
yeah.
"You can't write this.
Yeah.
That's why sports are better than nothing better than sports or something."
I don't have enough time to watch 4 Days in October or Faith Rewarded before this first pitch at 6:40. But if I did, maybe I
like-
would have thrown it on.
I would have liked. I like these 6:40 starts, but with the pitch clock, I gotta say it's like
It gives me
last
nice.
night. The
It
game
gives
was
me
over.
time for some cinema post game.
I like. The
I mean, that's
6:40
true.
starts.
Yeah,
I do,
6:40
but like not when it
great.
ends at 8:30.
You know what? I'll speak upon this. 6:45, I would prefer. 6:40 is an ugly time for something to start.
Kind of round it to the quarter
It's
to
weird.
the hour, right?
Yeah,
No?
6:45, I'd prefer. Thank you.
Well, do you want games like instead of 7:10? Would you rather 7:15?
I would.
By the same token?
I also would that. Yes.
I'm also just used to 7:10 for the most part. So I kind of,
I fucking hate. I mean, I would prefer 7.
yeah.
I hate the
What
way
about-
sports does
What about
that.
day games? What are
Day
you guys' favorite
games?
day game start time?
I love a 4:00 start.
I was gonna say I love a Saturday like 4:00.
Yeah, sun starts
Yeah,
to set a little bit by the end of the game.
Get a little time. Get to the ballpark early on
Dinner,
in the afternoon.
eat dinner at the game.
Get a bite before the game. Couple drinks. You know what I mean. Build the excitement. Get into the game, and then when it's over, you still got a full night on the town on your hands if need be.
That's
or
right.
if you're listening on the radio on the deck, you still got a full night of barbecue and things of that nature. So give me that. I agree. Give me that 4:00 start time. Especially if it's a nice
Love a
summer
good
night.
playoff game at 4:00. That's kind of a fun time too. They do
That,
that a lot in the early rounds.
Every now and again.
That Chris Sale clip where he's like shrieking coming off the mound in the ALCS. I think that game was like a 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, it
start.
was because I went to the second half of that. I scalped a ticket outside.
Smart.
That's
And they
illegal.
lost.
Not really. And then they lost.
No, I
anyway.
didn't do that. I'm sorry. I thought only selling is illegal
I think it's always. I don't think buying is illegal.
because that's why the guys stand outside. They go, "Anyone selling?" But that means is anyone
When they say
buying?
need tickets, it means I got tickets.
Yeah, which is I think that's the funniest shit in the world. By the way, that
I've seen Fever Pitch. Yeah, I'm cultured. I'm a man of culture. All right, is that all we got, gents? Anything else?
Yeah, I think
think
next week
so.
we'll have some more
Oh,
rock
anniversary.
solid takes. Oh my
Anniversary
God!
talk.
Yes, Fitz.
Can't
Thank
forget.
you.
3-year anniversary tonight. Not today, as you're listening to this on Wednesday, but Tuesday, the 11th. It's the 3-year anniversry of losing one Stan Chera.
God, he went out. He went out 3 years
went
ago
out.
today.
Yeah, they're beeping.
They're paying their
Beeping for
respects
Stan.
out on Brooklyn Ave. Yeah.
Yeah. Warmed my heart seeing that today. I'm glad that he's getting his respects. A tycoon,
I feel-
a titan of industry, Stan Chera.
Feels a lot longer than 3 years. I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, I got introduced to that saying on this very program.
I
think it was
can't.
you,
Liam,
or
did
you,
you know
Jake.
about it before I talked to? It's one of the funniest things in the world to me.
I never did like a deep dive on it, but like I was familiar with the phrase.
Yeah, I just think it's so great that Trump thought he might be dying, and he was like, "Am I going out like Stan Chera?" The name
I
is
going out
funny.
like
I don't even
Stan?
know why it's funny, really. Stan Chera. That's kind of funny, I guess.
I like to imagine he's asking if he's going out like Stan Chera, and the doctor's like, what are you even
I don't know who
saying?
that
Who
is,
is that?
Donald.
We
I
need
don't
to
know who that
administer
is.
more drugs because he's not making any sense right now. This is what's a
Let me
Stan
see
Chera?
Oh, he has a Wikipedia page. Stan
Stan
Chera.
Chera?
Yeah. Donald Trump in a May 2020.
Oh God.
Well, I'm sorry. So in May 20, so Stan died real quick from COVID. He got he was hospitalized for an unknown illness in March 2020 and later tested positive for COVID. He died in April 11th, 2020.
Use the proper terminology. He
God.
went out in April.
He went out on April 11th. And then, so here, I'll read you. Donald Trump in a May 2020 Fox News interview said, "I've lost 3 friends. One, a very good friend, a very successful man, New York guy, employed a lot of people that were all crying over his death. Stanley Chera. He went to the hospital. He calls me up. He goes, I tested positive. I said, well, what are you going to do?" He said,
he has such a way with words, man.
he said, "I'm going to the hospital. I'll call you tomorrow." He didn't call. I called the hospital. He's in a coma.
Oh no, Stan.
Now I know a lot of people that had the flu. They were never in a coma. And that's the quote. And then on the Wikipedia page for Stanley Chera, it says when Trump. I'm sorry. It says this is on his Wikipedia page, Stanley Chera's. It says when Trump contracted COVID, he said, "Am I going out like Stan Chera? Am I?"
Tell me.
Doc, give it to me straight.
Am I or am I not going out? Like
Oh,
once
Christ.
Stanley Ulysses Chera.
Oh my gosh.
I almost called him Stan Chara for a second.
Am I going out like Stan Chera? That's pretty funny, but then the fact that the added
Yeah,
am
am
I is
Huh?
much
Huh?
better.
Huh?
It's
Am
like
I?
the doctor definitely paused or like looked at his notes.
Yeah.
or something.
He's like shaking the doctor like
Am I?
with both hands.
Grabs him by the collar.
He's choking up. Who's Stan Chera?
Stanley.
Remember when he was doing work, quote unquote, after getting COVID at the hospital? Like, what was it, like William Reed Hospital or something like that? Whatever the name of the hospital there is in DC.
Yeah.
Or like,
I
and
forget what it is,
he's
but-
signing just blank pieces of paper. It's like, oh yes, my very big pen. And signing very important bills.
No, that was
here.
he like fully had COVID during that, right? And he was like in a room. They were like it was like a picture from outside the room, I think.
Yeah, and he's signing something, but it looks like a completely
blank.
sheet of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, as if he's signing like a new like fucking stimulus bill or something to that nature, something to that degree. No, he's just he's practicing he's doing the little S line thing that you would do in elementary school. That's what he's doing.
on your binders or inside the textbooks.
Those type of posts were bangers early on in his administration. The one like the gifts where like he would sign something and you'd hold up the bill for a photo opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
Those
That
were
one had
bangers.
staying power for a minute.
Yeah. That was a big 2017 meme there that you want to throw
Yes.
back in time. That would
Yes.
definitely get you some love there. So
There was a whole
So
account,
Feffy.
wasn't it? It was like
Kofifi, yep. Hamburgers. Kofifi, I think, dropped after a Red Sox game. I think that was like a Friday night or like a Saturday night, something like that. I got home with Alex, and I mean, Kofifi lost steam pretty quickly, but in the moment when it dropped, I fucking lost it. I was, this is,
well,
is it Kofifi? Is it Kofef? How do you
It
pronounce
was funny too because it wasn't just the word. It was despite the constant
just stopped.
negative press, Kofefe, and that's it.
Yeah, so is that how you pronounce Kofefe? I always said
That's how
Kofifi.
I've always said it. I mean, I'm not the authority on Kofefe, Kofifi.
Remember during the Yanni
Kofef.
Laurel thing? Like, oh, do you hear Yanni and Laurel? Trump said, I heard Kofifi.
Look at us. Look at us shit libs.
Yeah, right.
Just
The
sitting here.
commander in Cheeto, they don't serve hamburgers in jail, sir.
There was a good SNL. Our boy James Austin Johnson did a very good
I saw that. Yeah.
Trump on
He
Easter.
was
It was
pretty
very
good.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
He nails
And
it every
that's
time. I gotta say.
And that's our show, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's all we have.
Yeah, we've devolved here where it's time.
Oh well, we're all getting together this weekend. at the
Yeah,
old
I'm
bar.
excited. See you
Yeah,
guys Friday.
We'll take some cute pictures. You'll all see it, I'm sure.
I'm sure we'll do some live podcasting
Sure.
that the
Gotcha.
ladies of the show
Live
will.
We'll
footage.
do
will
a
certainly be
we'll
fun.
host a Spaces from Fenway Park.
Ooh. We should do more spaces. That would be fun. I think people would enjoy that.
Some spaces,
All right.
some IG lives. We'll get Evan
Well,
Gaddis
that
on.
means we
That'd
actually
be
have
great.
to do more IG stuff in the first place.
Yeah, we're
Before
fucking
George.
awful.
Step one,
We're
step
so
one.
bad.
One of you two take the IG thing. I edit the dang
One of
thing.
these days.
One of these days. All right, so I think that's all we have. So rest in peace, Stan Shara, forever in our hearts.
Yeah, as always.
So for Liam, for Jake, for Sophie, I'm Fitz. You've been you. Thanks again for tuning into this episode of Pod on Lansdowne. Same time, same place next week. Let's run it back, do it again. And hopefully we'll have some clarification about Wally's birthday by then. But until then, go Sox, obey your mother.
Obey your mother.
Happy Patriots Day.
Well, yeah, we won't see you until Patriots Day. So yes, happy
Yeah.
Patriots Day.
Yeah, yeah.
Marathon Monday.
Enjoy the
Yeah, and
marathon.
if
Enjoy the
any of our
marathon.
listeners are running the marathon for some, I'm
Good
pretty
luck.
sure nobody that has that much drive listens to this show. But if they do, good luck.
Yes.
Go
And obey
get
your
'em.
mother.